Growing up in Van Nuys, California, Tamera Mowry told 17 magazine that she was a big nerd. She had no idea how to get a guy's attention, and she didn't have a boyfriend all throughout high school. However, she did admit she was attracted to bad boys. When her show Sister Sister was coming to an end, Tamera put boys on the back burner. She enrolled part-time at Pepperdine University and went to class in between her rehearsals and filming sessions. Adam Housley was a student at Pepperdine as well, although he graduated 9 years before Tamera. Born into a Napa Valley winery family, Adam was a journalist and a former baseball player, and he was single just like Tamera. He went back on campus to visit his old economics professor, and the professor had pictures of all of his favorite students on the wall, including photos of Tia and Tamera. Adam had no idea who the twins were and had never seen their TV show, but his eyes were immediately drawn to Tamera. So he asked the professor to hook them up. However, Tamera wasn't interested in being in a relationship, so she instructed her professor to just give Adam her email address instead because she thought it would be easier to let him down that way. According to Yahoo, Adam's email really caught Tamera by surprise. She was impressed by his way with words and agreed to go out on a date with him. On January 1st, 2005, they went to P.F. Chang's restaurant for their very first date. Adam knew that something was different from the very beginning. He told Yahoo that he thought to himself, "This is someone I can see spending the rest of my life with." Tamera told the LA Times she knew Adam was the one on their very first date, but despite their mutual admiration for one another, there were a lot of things standing in their way. Their relationship began right when social media was becoming popular, and as Tamera shared bits and pieces of their relationship online, she received a bunch of backlash. She told Momtastic website that she noticed a few negative comments at first, such as, "Never expected her to be with him." Growing up in a household with a white father and a black mother, Tamera said she was never raised to see color. Her mom tried to warn her that she would receive scrutiny, but Tamera had no idea how bad things would get. Even though many people looked down on their interracial relationship, Tamera and Adam were enjoying their time as a couple. She told the LA Times they took turns cooking for each other. She would make him spaghetti, while he would just throw a bunch of things together and somehow make it taste delicious.
I love food.
She likes food more than she likes me.
No, at times.
They became inseparable as they traveled the world together and dined at fancy upscale restaurants. Tamera made a vow to remain celibate, but at the age of 29, after 3 years of dating, she and Adam decided to take things to the next level. After the fact, Tamera had a tremendous amount of guilt. She felt that deep down inside she had made the wrong decision, but she was still very much in love with Adam. After dating for some time, Adam planned a trip for them to visit Ireland. Tamera just knew he was going to propose. She told her co-host on The Real that every time he would bend down, she thought he was going to pop back up with a ring. But it never happened. On the flight back to the US, Tamera's emotions got the best of her, and she cried for almost 10 hours straight. After Adam asked her what was wrong a few times, she finally came clean and told him she thought he was going to propose. Tamera said the very next year, they decided to go their separate ways. They were apart for 1 year, and Tamera tried her best to date other men. She told Essence magazine that even after witnessing her sister Tia get married, she still didn't feel ready to settle down. She said she loved having her freedom, and she had a lot of growing up to do. But deep down inside, she wasn't really happy. She told the ladies on The Real that after dating other people, she realized no one could compare to Adam, and the feeling was mutual. In an interview with Ebony, Tamera explained how they both missed each other so much during their time apart, and there was something powerful that was drawing them back together. As they decided to give their relationship another shot, they wanted to make sure their romance was what God wanted for their lives. Tamera said if they were meant to be together, it had to be God's way or no way at all. They officially became a couple again, and this time, they decided to refrain from intimacy. In July 2010, they took a vacation to Italy. Adam proposed in their Venice hotel room, and Tamera said yes. They agreed to continue living in their separate homes and remain celibate until their wedding night. Tamera and Adam got married on May 14, 2011 at Vintage Estate in Yountville, the same place where Adam grew up. They said their I do's in front of 300 guests and feasted on the finest foods, from grilled marinated skirt steak and a vanilla buttercream wedding cake. 2 months after their wedding, Tamera told the Huffington Post, married life was like a fun slumber party, but her happiness was threatened by outsiders. She told Oprah Winfrey in 2014 that she experienced so much hate after becoming Mrs. Housley. As she wiped away tears, she revealed that the comments about her twin sister being a true Black woman because she was married to a Black man were very hurtful to her. In the end, she said she loved her husband and their dynamic so much. She said, "I'm proud to be in the relationship that I am because it's based on love." In 2008, there were rumors floating around that Adam didn't like Black people because of his affiliation with a particular news channel. Tamera went on the air during an episode of The Real to shut down the allegations. In 2008, Adam decided to cut ties with the network because he disapproved of the on-air discussion, but that hasn't stopped people from assuming the worst about him. Tamera and Adam moved their family to Napa Valley, California, and in 2019, they opened up Housley Tasting Room. They have turned it into a family affair by employing Tamera's dad to work behind the counter. Visitors are able to label their own wine and support Elena's Voice, a nonprofit created in honor of Adam's niece, who lost her life in 2018. Not only do they own the tasting room, but they're co-owners of Housley's Century Oak Winery alongside Adam's parents, his brother, and his sister-in-law. These days, they're still inseparable. And just like their time back in Pepperdine, Adam still enjoys cooking for the love of his life. In addition to being business partners and parents of two, they also feel like they were made for each other. Tamera told Ebony that she loves her husband because he has a beautiful soul. She added, "I have a best friend as a husband, and he is my #1 supporter." Let us know your thoughts on Tamera and Adam's love story, and thanks for watching Real Reality Gossip.